Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got James with me. We've just been Crystal Palace 5-0 at the Emirates. Glorious win. Was what everyone wanted, I feel. And we got what we wanted. I think that's rare as an Arsenal fan. But today, glorious win, James.
Yeah, and I don't know why so many people were going into this game. Okay, well, listen, I do, because we were winless in 3. Not just winless in 3, we lost the 3 before, and we haven't played for 2 weeks. But when some were suggesting a really comfortable flexing your muscles return, a lot of people said, relax, this is Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. But actually, I kind of think Arsenal do this, where they have 2-3 games where, they disappoint, they fall short of expectations, maybe go on a bad run. It's, what was the analogy that Laurie was using about the buses? Like, it seems that's the case that's the kind of thing with defeats as well for us under Arteta.
That's true.
But we tend to actually respond quite well then when we do get that little break, or when we've kind of finally shook it off. Arsenal do seem to impress. Now, I thought we were 5-0 winners, worthy of the 5-0 win, without even getting out of second gear. I thought we looked very comfortable today, and we weren't creating chance after chance after chance, but there was a sharpness to our play. There were interchanges, rotating of positions. I saw Ben White and Zinchenko overlapping at times. I saw, Trossard coming inside, so Havertz could go wide. I saw Jesus popping up all over the place. I saw sometimes Zinni and Rice and build up, but then when Zinni did go up the pitch, Erdogan would drop in. And this is what we've just been talking about, Arsenal throwing different questions at the opposition and looking unpredictable. And a lot of our goals came in different ways, which is great as well. So really, really good return from what was a break they needed, but also a response from 3 defeats in a row.
How far are you going as a fan, James? How far are you going with this? Because you said, I don't believe we'll win the league now off the back of the 3 defeats. Listen, I'm not saying you beat Palace and you can go and win the league, but you've seen a lot in this performance to say, we could be back on track for a title charge, or do you have to see it against a Liverpool at home? Or
not everything's about what we do, though, as well, because when I predicted we'd win the league, it was, anticipating Partey and Timber being fit. Of course, I didn't think they'd miss as much of the season. They basically missed all season, both of them. Timber certainly has. I anticipated that we would show a little bit more consistency. I didn't really foresee such a change in tactic in terms of being quite as pragmatic as we were compared to last season. So as the season's gone on and then you lose 2 games in a row, that's when after Fulham, I thought, I'm not sure. But then you watch Man City do what they did in Newcastle, and then that just adds another layer. So I dare say my take has aged quite well, but because of what City did. If City did lose, or at least drop points at St James's Park, I'd be sitting there going, I'm hopeful, Look, I'm still incredibly hopeful. I've got a little bit of a siege mentality right now, which is like, when we lost those 3 games, all context out the window and rival fans had their fun. And I totally get it. I mean, I've done that where I've seen whoever it might be, Tottenham played quite well and lose, like their valiant defeat against Chelsea. But I was like, I don't care, I'm laughing at this. Yeah. So I totally get it. But really, like when you look deep down, we played well against West Ham and Liverpool, and we were still in a position, out the cups, which I found very frustrating. I said on this fan cam, I was sort of thinking, but not all hope is lost. The 2 main ones that we were looking at, I'm not saying the FA Cup before everyone throws the bigger fish to fry thing at me. I value the cups as much as anyone.
Yeah, you do.
But I just thought, you're all laughing a bit too early for me. And I wanted to come back today and flex a bit. And did we? I don't know if our performance was a massive flexing, but a 5-0 and a really comfortable one at that is certainly us just going, look, we've enjoyed the break, we've come back. And there was a sharpness to our play, like I said, and I'm really glad. In terms of the title race question, I'm still sticking with what I'm going with, but I didn't go as far as to say that I think we'd finish behind Liverpool, and I'm sticking with that. I think we can take them at the Emirates next, and at least be the closest challenge to City, but we'll see where we are.
That's still pretty bold of you to say, you still think, I believe we can finish above Liverpool, and I don't disagree with that. I think I'm with you on that. A flexing performance. I think most people would look at the scoreline, maybe watch some highlights and be like, fair play, this Arsenal have come back from this winter break from Dubai and come back firing, something to be quite fearful of. Is there players that played today, James, maybe off the bench that you're now questioning to say, because Jorginho, I know, but to be fair, we met... Anyway, you know what I'm going with.
He's totally won me over.
Yeah.
Because, Sir Alex Ferguson's great Man United sides had players in there that had to do a job. Yeah. I'm not comparing one player to another or anything like that before people get carried away. I'm just saying that Jorginho has had to come in and do a job. And apart from the Tottenham, if he didn't have that Tottenham error, I think we'd be saying it's an absolute bargain, the 12 million we paid for him, because he's come in and more than done a job. He came in today and I said on the watch along, does the midfield look a bit lightweight now? I didn't think Havertz had a great game, but at least he's got a bit of height, so does Rice, and we end up with Smith Rowe, Odegaard and Jorginho there. But it didn't matter because we were on the ball. Jorginho just got us playing and ticking and moving, so it didn't matter. You don't need presence when you ultimately have the ball and you're in control of what's going on. I thought Jorginho was great against Liverpool, and I'm really glad that he came on, had another really good appearance. Now, hopefully Rice and his injury isn't serious, but for me the answer is getting them both in midfield. That's the best balance for me. Though Smith Rowe, another sub, thought is, he's knocking on the door because Havertz didn't pull up any trees today at all. Smith Rowe looked buzzy and sharp and tried to do things, and I liked some of his ideas today. Martinelli, great. I mean, scoring the 2 goals, good for him. And you know what, just touching on Jorginho and Martinelli combined for the goal, but there's a kind of wider point I want to make on the goals, is that I said we didn't get out of second gear. And I'm really talking there about things like chance creation, open play, peppering the goal. But the game is about more than just that. It's also about putting the ball in the back of the net, and creating chances means you're more likely to do that. But I did feel that Arsenal are playing up against a team that play a back five. We'll talk about this more on tactical insight, but a back five, 4 in front. The wingers are getting back to help. A battering ram up front, and Mateta, who's meant to just hold up the ball, bring players into play. And if you are not going to be able to play through a team like that, which is going to be hard for anyone, even Man City the other day only got 2 against them, end up conceding 2 themselves and drawing that game, at least be good on set pieces and be good on the counter-attack and defend well. So just do everything else well and you'll find goals in other ways, and Arsenal did that really well.
It's a brilliant way to look at it, because people will say, 2 set-piece goals. We were saying on the Matchday Live, it's not really great, you want to see an open play goal, but when a team sits back so much, how else do you expect to break them down, unless it's that or a counter?
Just be able to do a bit of everything. We did not have open play chance today. There was a cutback to Odegaard on the edge of the area he could have done better with. Actually, a few for him, Jesus. There were 2 for Odegaard, certainly 1 for Jesus. Well. There was a shot for Jesus early in the penalty area that he kind of skied over. The ball where kind of Havertz, Trossard and Jesus were all involved, and then Trossard kind of again fires it over the, and because our finishing was poor for those moments, we almost don't reflect them as very good chances. If they finish them better, at least forced a big save, we're going, oh, that was a big chance, and
it's because they're off target.
So we still had open play chances. So Arsenal good.
It's interesting, the Jorginho one, I know we spoke a lot in this fan camp, but it is interesting because we mentioned it, that we wanted to see him play, and it's not like you said about, every team needs that, but he's not like a water carrier, Jorginho. He actually brings it. I think he adds to this Arsenal midfield.
I don't get this wrong, people. I'm not saying Jorginho for me still lacks things in terms of physicality. Can he play 2-3 times a week? There's other questions around Jorginho. But I'm just saying, for the job he has, which is 3rd choice number 6 in our squad, like, my word, you get quite a lot out of him. So credit to him. He did well, and what a great assist. His passing was immaculate all day.
Phenomenal. Let's go to finish up. Favourite goal out of the 5, James?
Do you want a straight answer, or do you want a typically James answer? Because a typically James answer. Go. Okay, I'll answer your question.
Go.
But my favourite was Martinelli's at the end, the second one.
Okay, the second one.
That was the one. Doing it again, just sort of through on goal and just bearing it like that. I just loved it. I don't know why.
I'm glad you said that, because everyone said the first one, but I said I was thinking to do it the second time is more, audacious.
There's something about putting a 5 on the scoreline, him getting a second again. It comes so soon after his first.
In the same style.
And and the pass from Jorginho. So there's a lot I loved about it. But the others, I mean, from Gabriel's first goal, the most important. The early goal is crucial. Gabriel's second, and it is Gabriel's, by the way. They need to, Gabriel's second is the one that gives you relief. It gives you comfort. The third is actually the best goal, the Trossard one. From Raya's distribution, by the way, Raya and his distribution was great today. He did everything brilliantly. And I was calling for Ramsdale to start, but shut me up for sure. The throw out to Jesus, because Jesus does have to break stride. Takes a couple touches into Trossard, feints past Klein, and then smashes it into the net. I've said Trossard needs more game time. I'm delighted he got it and scored. And the fourth, because of just Martinelli coming off the bench, and that was the best finish. Yeah. So they all have a little something. They all had a.
Is that the James answer?
Just all of them. James answer. They were all very good. So there you go.
Thank you very much.